Now let us do another numerical problem on losses of pre-stress. So the question is, a pre-tension beam of size 225 mm by 300 mm is pre-stressed by 12 wires of 5 mm dia initially at 1100 MPa. The centroid of the pre-stressing wires is located at 100 mm from the bottom. Estimate the loss of pre-stress due to elastic shortening, creep shrinkage and relaxation for the following data. See, now in this question we are given that we have a pre-tensioned beam and we have to find out the total loss of pre-stress due to elastic shortening, creep, shrinkage and relaxation of steel. Now we are given the following data. Now we have to use this data for the calculation. So M40 grade of concrete is given. The modulus of elasticity of steel, that is ES, is given as 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. The creep coefficient, that is phi, is given as 1.6. It is given in the question that we can take the relaxation of steel as 5% of the total pre-stress, and the residual shrinkage strain is given as 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. So first of all, we will find out the loss of pre-stress due to elastic shortening. See, just like we did in the previous video, in the previous numerical, the same procedure we are going to follow here also to find out the elastic shortening. Now, see, now we know that in a rectangular section, the neutral axis lies at the mid depth of the cross section. So the total depth of the rectangular section is given as 300 mm. So obviously the neutral axis will lie at the middle of the depth, that is 300, which will be 150 mm. So the neutral axis will be at 150 mm from the bottom or from the top. Now it is given in the question that the center of the pre-stressing steel is at an eccentricity of 100 mm from the bottom, or you can say that 100 mm from the soffit. So if this is 100 mm, this will be 50 mm. Therefore, the eccentricity will be 50 mm. Eccentricity is the distance of the center of the pre-stressing wires from the neutral axis. Now, we know that in the formula of elastic shortening, we have M into Fc. So M is your modular ratio and Fc is the value of stress in concrete at the level of steel. So this is the level of steel. So whatever the concrete is lying at this level, we have to find out the stress in the concrete at this level. See, now we know that whenever a pre-tension force is applied on a concrete, two types of stresses are produced. One is your direct stress and the another is your bending stress. The variation of the direct stress is constant throughout the section and its value is P upon A, and whenever the tendon is below the neutral axis, the beam will hop. That is, tension will be produced at the top and compression will be produced at the bottom. So therefore, due to the bending stress, see negative negative value means tensile stresses will be produced above the neutral axis and compressive stresses will be produced below the neutral axis. So now we have to find out the value of stresses at the level of the steel. See, see, this is the level of the steel, this dotted line. So we have to find out the value of this and the value of this stress. If we will do the summation of both of these stresses, we will get the total value of stress in concrete at the level of steel, that is Fc. So if you see this diagram, see this value is P upon A and this value is constant throughout the section. So at this layer also, at this depth also, the value will be P upon A. But if you see this diagram, the value is maximum at the bottom, and if you go towards the neutral axis, this value is decreasing. So suppose the value of stress in the concrete is suppose X. So now we will find out the value of X. And how do we find out the value of X? See, first we will calculate the value of this, length of the triangle. See, we know that this length of the triangle is what? The bending stress at the level of, the bending stress at the bottommost fiber, and its value is PEY upon I. PEY is the distance of the bottommost fiber from the neutral axis, and this divided by the moment of inertia. See, we know that I upon Y. If I take this Y in the denominator, it will become I upon y, and I upon y is the section modulus, that is z. See, I, we know that for a rectangular section, the value of the moment of inertia is bd cubed by 12, and z is I upon y. So if I divide the bd cube by 12 by y. See, y is the distance of either the topmost fiber from the neutral axis or the bottommost fiber from the neutral axis. And if you see the diagram, the value of both the terms is what, d by 2, depth by 2. So I can replace y by d by 2. And if I solve this equation, the value of z, that is the section modulus, will come out to be bd square by 6. Therefore, this term Pe y upon I, it can be written as Pe upon z, and z can be replaced by Bd square by 6. And now just put all the values. See, here first of all we will have to find out some values. The area of the pre-stressing wires will be, now in the question we are given that there are 12 wires and the dia of each wire is 5 mm. So the total area of cross section of the wires will be, see, the cross sectional area of one wire will be pi by 4 into 5 whole square, and if I multiply it with 12, I will get the value of total area of the pre-stressing wires, which will come out to be 235.62 mm square. Therefore the pre-stressing force P will be what, 1100 into 235.62. See, 1100 is the pre-stress, and if I multiply stress with the area, I will get force. So the value of force will be stress into area. So 1100 into 235.62 will give you 259,182 newtons. Now the direct stress will be P upon A. Just put the value of P and put the value of A. See here, capital A is the area of cross section, and not the area of the pre-stressing wires. Okay, so the area of the cross section is 225 into 300. And since it is a rectangular section, therefore the area of cross section will be B into D. B is 225 and D is 300. So the direct stress will come out to be 3.84 Newton per mm square. Now let's find out the value of the bending stress, this value. Okay, so this value is Pey bottom upon I, and this can be written as Pe upon Z. So just put the values. E, the value of E, we know that it is 50 Bd square by 6. So the bending stress will come out to be 3.84 MPa. So this value will be 3.84 MPa. See, now we have to find out the value of the bending stress at this level, that is the value of x. See, we can find out this value by using the property of similar triangles. Now, if you see the diagram, there are two triangles. One is this bigger triangle and one is this smaller triangle. So the perpendicular of the bigger triangle divided by the base of the bigger triangle equal to the perpendicular of this smaller triangle divided by the base of the smaller triangle. So we will get this equation, and after solving this equation, the value of x will come out to be 1.28 MPa. So therefore the value of the bending stress in the concrete at the level of steel is 1.28 MPa. So therefore the total stress in the concrete at the level of steel will be P upon A plus X. So this will come out to be 5.12 MPa. See, now we have to find out the value of the modular ratio, and we know that modular ratio is equal to ES upon EC, but in the question the value of EC is not given. So we can find out the value of AC as 5000 under root FCK. So 5000 under root FCK is 40. So this term will come out to be 31622.78 Newton per mm square. So just put the values in the formula of the modular ratio. The modular ratio will come out to be 6.32. So therefore the loss due to elastic shortening will be M into Fc. So therefore it will come out to be 32.38 MPa. Now we have to find out the loss due to creep. It has simple formula phi mfc. Phi is a creep coefficient, so just multiply mfc by phi, that is 1.6, which will come out to be 51.81 MPa. Now we have to find out the loss due to shrinkage. So we know that the loss due to shrinkage is shrinkage strain into ES. So shrinkage strain is 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. It is given in the question, and the value of ES is 2 into 10 to the power 5. It is also given in the question. So the loss of pre-stress due to shrinkage will come out to be 60 Newton per mm square. Now let's find out the last loss of pre-stress due to the relaxation of steel, and it is given in the question that we can take it as 5% of the initial pre-stress. So 5% means 5 by 100 of the initial pre-stress. Initial pre-stress is 1100. So this value will come out to be 55 Newton per mm square. So therefore the total loss will be the summation of all the losses due to the four factors, and that is elastic shortening, creep, shrinkage, and relaxation. So this total loss will come out to be 199.19. So now we have to calculate the percentage loss. So percentage loss will be total loss divided by initial pre-stress into 100. So this will come out to be 18%.